I mean, look at my ridiculous makeup. I'm sure that there are people out there who would probably look at me with a bombastic side eye, but I don't care. I think it's a funny makeup, you know? Very colorful. I look like a parrot. Hello, my dears. I'm back with a video, with a very nice video. Here with a nice cup of coffee. Actually, I've made myself a very nice cup of double espresso with maple syrup and cocoa. I'm a weirdo, I know, but that's not the topic today. I really feel compelled to talk about a very important issue, and I have to thank my bestie because she's the inspiration of today's video. And my bestie was talking to me about the fact that she's afraid of what other people might think of her, and of the judgment that other people might put over her. You know, she told me she's always so afraid to be herself because she feels constantly watched and judged by others. And there are literally people who will come up to her and judge her because of who she is and what she's doing and what she likes, and it's horrible, you know. And she told me that, and me being the person that I am, I obviously told her my opinion, and I said, you know, the things that you do are nothing to be ashamed of. These people who judge you and put you down and are haters and stuff like that, they should look at themselves first. Why do you care? And of course, it's easy to say as an outstanding person, you know, as an outsider, to say, oh, just don't listen to them, do whatever you want. But honestly, I'm so angry at those people who think they have the right to judge other people and to make them feel miserable. For example, my bestie, her type in men, she has a certain type that she likes in men. I'm not gonna spill any beans because that's none of my right. And a few weeks ago she went to a wedding with male friends of hers, because it was a wedding organized by people from her church community and stuff. And one of the guys told the other guys, hey, you know, my female girl, you know, XYZ, she really likes men of a certain ethnicity. And they would all go on, and later on down, during the evening, they would go on and make fun of her. Lol, I had to make a short pause because I had neighbors passing by and they were so loud. Anyways, and they would go on and make fun of her. Ha 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 ha, she likes men of that certain type of ethnicity. Ha 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 ha. During the car ride, when they went back home. And I said to her, sweetie, what the fuck? I'm sorry for my language, but there's nothing that you have to be ashamed of. Actually, it's them who have to be ashamed of, because they're trying to make fun of you because you like men of a certain ethnicity. Okay, no, she's not a fetishist, please don't get me wrong, but that is so horrible. You tell someone something in confidence, and then this person blasts out that information to basically use it against you and to make fun of you. And my poor friend, she was just like, is it so bad? And I said, no, it's not bad. I mean, it's your taste. Obviously, I have a different taste in men. I'm not gonna talk about this, maybe some other day. But you don't have to be ashamed of. And I get her now why she feels sometimes uncomfortable to open up to other people, because she's literally afraid of getting judged, of receiving stupid statements like, haha, you're so pathetic and you should change. She told me that. I feel trapped. I feel like I can't be myself. And to hear that, it's just horrible. I wouldn't be able to live this way. I told her, sweetie, don't listen to the haters. Don't listen to them. What do they know about you? They don't know nothing about you. These are just random people that you meet in church or at work or maybe at university. You shouldn't be caring about them. They should just go away. Mind your business, sir. Mind your business, madam. Like, it's not like she's some sort of a child predator. then she should be ashamed. But she's a normal girl. And I see this all the time. People are so afraid of being themselves, are so afraid of speaking out their minds, because what if? What will the others say? I feel so insecure about being myself. I just can't really relate to that. I mean, kind of, but I have a little bit of a I don't give a mindset. And this is mainly due to the fact that during elementary school I was heavily bullied. And afterwards I swore to myself to never ever allow anyone to bully me, to judge me, to make fun of me. And this has made me a little bit of an extremist, because sometimes I can become very harsh when people are judging me. And by judging me, I don't mean they're judging me for my academic work. I'm referring to, oh my god, Elisabeth, why are you listening to ABBA music? That's so pathetic. Oh my goodness, why are you wearing a pink bow in your hair? Like, there are people who have judged me because I'm a Priscilla Presley fan, okay? And you can maybe, or probably, imagine what my counter reaction was. Spoiler alert. I have no filters on. That happens if you attack someone who used to be bullied all through their school years. It doesn't end well. Like, whenever I have a person around me who judges me because of something little, like my makeup or my hair, my clothes, my interests, I get very spicy. I get feisty, you know? I get feisty, I get sassy. I tell them back, so I'm the problem, I'm controversial, look at yourself. I can become very, very, very much of a feral cat, if it makes any sense. And I'm just trying to tell you all here that unless you're not a mean person, evil person, or backstabbing person, there's no reason for you to be ashamed of who you are. And you should embrace the person that you are. And don't listen to the haters. Don't try to fit in, because those people who are forcing you to fit in are people who have some sort of an inner problem themselves. That's why they want you to fit in. Instead of accepting that you're different, they want you to cut yourself a bit, to make yourself shorter so that you can better fit in. Don't fall for that. It's not your fault that they have insecurities. It's their fault. And their parents' fault, because their parents haven't taught them how to be a real human being. It's not my fault, Chris, that you're a little bit of an insecure man and that you're taking it out on me. It's not my fault, Michaela, that I have things that I like and that you don't understand. It's not my fault, Jessica, that I have excelled on that exam and you're just a failure. You don't have to justify yourself for the way that you are. Okay, if you're a mean person, yeah, well, then you should change maybe. If you're a person who takes advantage of other people and you enjoy damaging others, yeah, well, then you are actually a problem. But if you're just simply existing and you're different because you have a different taste in music, different interests, then there's nothing you should be ashamed of. And unfortunately, we still live in a society that basically punishes people for being different. I'm sorry, yes, we might celebrate Pride Month and stuff like that, but society doesn't accept people who are different, okay? Let's be for real. Let's be for real. I have a best friend of mine and she lives in the US. And we went 2 years together at the same junior high school. And then she left and went to another school, and a few years later she moved to the US. And she has always been picked on by other people. Always. Because she's not only different than the others, she has autism, and she is super shy and an introvert. She's the most introverted person that I know. Have no idea how people would pick on her. That time, those 2 years that we were in the same class, I was like her bodyguard. Because I was also an outsider. I have always been an outsider at school. Not at university, though. And she was always the target. People would talk behind her back, make jokes about her. I even once found a notebook from a classmate, and I randomly found a page where she wrote, XYZ is so fucking annoying. And I showed that to her, and I said, what is that supposed to mean? And she said to me, oh, nothing. I just wrote the truth because I'm not the only one who thinks this way. And my poor friend, she was chased out of my class and of my school. People were so mean and evil that she had to switch schools. Eventually, as I've already told you, she moved to the US. Better for her, because now her life is better. I miss her, I do, but it was for the better, because these kids were evil, okay? Evil. And it's so funny that those classmates who used to bully her, because I continued to visit the same high school till the end, till graduation, later on they would pride themselves to be fighters for tolerance and fighters for LGBT rights and women's rights and pro-choice and whatever. Rights for every goddamn minority. And no, I'm not a minority basher because I'm myself member of a minority. But they were accepting, but only to a limited extent. They were not accepting of my best friend or of me. Their tolerance and their acceptance was tied to certain conditions. And this sums perfectly together how today's society basically works, in my opinion. Because everybody claims to be a big friend of uniqueness and people should be themselves, only up to the point where you still fit in. Acceptance and tolerance, yes, but only to certain conditions. And this is why I'm telling you guys, live your life on your own conditions. Be yourself. Unapologetically be yourself. You have no obligation to, make other people happy, to satisfy other people because they are insecure or whatever. Be yourself. Honestly. What's the worst thing that can happen? Or maybe the police will arrest you because of public indecency. Yeah, well, that might happen if you overdo it. But otherwise, just be yourself. Just be yourself. And, of course, if you're really an abhorrent person, okay, you might pay the price. But honestly, just live your life on your own terms. Be yourself. You don't have to, change your personality and the person that you are because other people don't like you. No. Life is too short. You only live once. I am a Roman Catholic. I don't believe in the rebirth like Buddhists or Hindus. So I believe that we only have one life and one life alone. And this is not a rehearsal. This is the stage of life. And do you really want to live a life where you don't live as the person and human being that you are, and you're just changing yourself to make other people happy? You see, God created you and made you as a unique individual because you are something unique and individual. And that means you have to be yourself. If you're changing yourself, you're not thriving, you're not living your full potential, and you're not embracing God's gift, because I think everyone has a gift. Every human being is unique. Every human being has something good to bring to the table. Oh my god, I'm sounding like Kanye. I'm not Kanye, oh my goodness. But it's so true. Every human being has something good to bring to the table. And you're not going to contribute anything good to society if you don't live as the person that you are. Trust me. I've got into trouble because of the person that I am. I've got into trouble because I am unfiltered and uncensored and I'm just me being me. But you know what? I live a very happy life. Okay, not very happy, but I'm at peace with myself. And that's worth a lot. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this chit chat. Don't forget to subscribe and to like and to comment. And I have linked my Instagram in the description. And I will try to post a video very soon again. It was nice to talk to you all.